I'm Randy Tudor. I was the lead programmer on Season 1 of Sam & Max.
Hi, I'm Tim Reardon. I'm animator, Sam & Max.
And I'm Jeff Starr, and I'm also an animator on Sam & Max.
I'm Daniel Fagjong Herrera, and I did rigging and choreography for many of the cutscenes and dialogues and such.
Hey, Randy!
So this is the purple episode.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And what do they do here on this one? The finger point? Yeah.
That's yours, Jeff, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think I might have done that one.
Those always go in at the last minute. It cracks me up.
This is actually my first A cutscene.
This is nice.
Bouncing baby hernia.
Higher.
Yeah, I love that.
This was a fun one to do. Definitely, I love that. The look on Sam when right before he throws him.
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
And Max just being a baby.
Yeah.
Into the suspects. He can't read them without his bifocals.
It's a great line.
Forget that, Max. We're after the most infamous organized crime outfit in the city.
A cutscenes are the ones. A cutscenes are the ones that are animated, hand animated through Maya software.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear the question. Oh, there's the thumb point.
Yeah.
The infamous thumb point.
Is there a point up?
Free Playland and Casino.
The shallowest place on earth? Oh boy!
Well, it's not going to be all laughs and
I'm
discounts.
surprised that this episode didn't get more notice because of all the crazy set design
Our
and
job is to make contact with the
freaky teddy bears.
Right.
Combination of Chuck E. Cheese and casino.
They're scary.
Yeah.
No idea, Max.
It was a great idea, though. The whole Chuck E. Cheese atmosphere, like you said.
There it is.
Yeah, there's a finger point.
My favorite was the 1850s style train that went all around the casino.
Yeah. There it is, freaky bears.
Welcome to Teddy Bear's Mafia Free Playland Casino.
I love his deadpan delivery.
The gangsters.
Yeah.
My name
I like how Leonard is just always challenging you to a card game. He's just ready for anyone.
Here, take this token amount of tokens as our way of saying welcome, and go spend a lot of money.
I hear you have a mole.
It's a
There's a lot of talk of what kind of hats each bear was going to be having. And
I'm actually being too subtle.
First time that's ever happened.
Leonard looks a little pissed off in the background. There he goes. He's moving.
If Don Ted E. Bear says so, they do.
Don Teddy Bear? I thought this place was mafia free.
That's right, kiddies. 100% Mafia.
The ashtray. The flower petal ashtray in the background is great.
We're looking for somebody who
Is that like the standard thing for the mafioso? Enunciate every word so you know what's coming.
well, and adding S's to everything too.
What kind of business?
Yeah, the kind of business that gets said like it's got quote marks around it.
That's where we're missing the.
Yeah, the quote marks.
gesture.
We should have done that for this. It would have been pretty funny.
We're not losing. We're not
We're
winning.
not winning.
That's going to be the new thumb point. The quote marks.
In fact, they will be here till next Friday. So you must.
I love the way he talks. Friday. It's just like, who says Friday like that? Let it stick, chum.
Just say I didn't rack up 10 million tokens by getting lucky.
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to bring back any more poker players for Season 2. We have to get Ted in a game somewhere.
It's not like it was that easy to just bring him in.
No. He didn't have legs.
I wasn't sure if we should reveal that, but yep, they had no legs, so pretty much a different model altogether.
Back for a little more public humiliation.
This I thought was a really interesting puzzle.
Yeah, you had to notice
pretty
the
creative.
shade.
Yeah, it was.
And man, Marco and Pete both really agonized over this whole card thing.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you did too.
I wish we could have. I wish we would have had different cards and not the same two cards every time. That really bugs me. But otherwise, it comes off pretty well.
Yeah. Well,
It was a lot of work. Yes.
Just getting those.
Just those two.
Yeah.
You lose. The dog wins.
What? You cheated me. What are you talking about, Leonard? How did we cheat?
Hey up, stick charmer.
Mama, why are you looking over me? I
I love how it's very specifically written in the script that he has to like mention his mom at least 3 times in everything he says.
Okay, Stinky Pants, here's your 10 million.
So what is Bosco? This is this French Bosco?
Yeah.
But there are 10 million of them.
Well, the plans is that teddy bears can be quite useful.
Oh, this is the whole bug thing. Originally, the bug.
That's great.
Well, that's actually Brendan's voice, but we didn't have lip sync for his pinchers, so Marker and I had to hand
That's Brendan talking?
this guy. Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that.
So that's basically just the walk animation that he has. He basically had like this wiggle and pincher animation, and we just had to turn it on and off basically for every single time he talked. And then for episode 4, we were just like, okay, we need to do lip sync for this guy because
The bug is just a major headache in general because he's speaking other people's lines. There were always problems with the language resources matching up, and
showing the right icon and all that stuff.
My favorite is that his butt is lip synced with his dialogue.
That's great.
That was just part of the picture animation. It comes with it.
This looks nice though. I like that.
This did turn out really nice, and I thought we were going to have a lot of trouble with it.
Oh yeah, the time fade wipe or whatever.
Sweet mother of bleary-eyed gambling addiction, we won.
Yeah, we won, but there's no prize.
You gotta hand it to Teddy Bear.
Originally, with the bug wipe, our plan was to have a shot of the tiger clock flying by.
I remember that.
And it was just like
through one permutation.
It was like 30 seconds every single time.
What is that?
Me, he's my second favorite delusional paranoid.
Aww.
Oh no! Oh no!
This part cracks me up.
Yeah, that was actually that was hand blocked.
Through the floor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Surrender.
Yeah, it's one of the fun things of doing choreography. Like, that part wasn't in the script, but it was just like, you have to have Bosco just like totally cowering.
Absolutely.
Just as soon as we solved this case we're so incredibly busy with.
Oh yeah, you're real busy. You done nothing but loiter around my store all day.
What can we say? We love to loiter.
Ooh.
Excellent. Nice and messy.
How many frames was that there?
Yeah.
That little trick with the TV is like 3 frames of.
Yeah,
That's right.
I didn't get to animate her with the blood or ketchup on her. I just had to imagine it all as it went down.
Yeah, that was another one of these attachment hassles.
Yeah.
Because she could be grabbing the cup and she could be holding it.
Oh, that's right.
Explodes and then
That's
it
right.
disappears.
I remember you came to me, Randy, and you said, "How's this gonna happen?" I said, "I don't know." That's a Dave Bogan question.
It's always a problem when a character is doing something in their idle animation that you have to interrupt. She's picking that cup up and down. It's just a nightmare.
And somehow she's all clean.
Right. Is the pencil in her hand the whole time too? It looked like the pencil just appeared all the time.
I think it was implied that Max ate them and licked the ketchup clean.
I'll show you the money. I will, I tell you. Just show me the money. You too.
Hi,
I think Pete put all this together, right? This scene here?
Yeah, he agonized over this.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
But originally we just had like standard gestures for him, but Pete wanted him to be angry and sad, and because of the Yo Mama part. And
Always a cheat, eh, Leonard? What?
No.
Sick and little.
I I thought you'd never sing.
And there's also this, which is like
this.
Right.
Tune-ups are
That's
great.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's like great use of resources.
And now he's just totally tied up.
Yeah.
That's great.
There's the quintessential Telltale rope sack.
The rope sack.
Yeah.
It's great. It seems like the things we agonize over the most end up paying off the best, you know,
Yeah.
when you get right down to it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes we come up with these great creative solutions that end up being funnier than actually just showing like the beat up scene or something.
Right in the mother.
He's got the feet rope bags on as well.
Those are new.
Handcrafted.
Yes, we try to innovate every episode.
But that, Leonard, yo mama's so fat. She's so fat. Oh, curdled goat's milk on a warm summer day. I don't remember the punchlines.
That's funny. I remember all the punchlines, but I can never remember the setups.
Well then,
It
Max,
takes
I think we'll have to
a special kind of wordsmith to come up with a good one of these steeper cell like kernel goat's milk or whatever.
Where the sandwiches, just leave my mama alone. Of course, Leonard. We would never do anything to dishonor your dead mother.
He never even took the sandwich out of the casino.
So red.
Yeah, there's a lot of reliance on colors for puzzle solutions. There's Marty too, when he was like, me. Like, it just doesn't read, and we're like, well, make him pink.
Jerk bag.
Hey, there it is. It's been there the whole time.
I was too busy making his cap gun to notice that extra arm.
We'd best get back to the casino and win back that sandwich.
See you around, sucker.
Hello? Guys?
No, gonna throw him in the closet instead.
Yeah.
Anybody?
I'm not really committed to that joke because there's nothing funnier than seeing Leonard. Here's another Pete cutscene.
And we welcome you into the ranks of the Orso Nostra.
Neat.
My stuff runneth over.
Orso Nostra. Anybody know what that reference means?
That poster of San Quentin was a last-minute addition. Just put that in there.
It's
San Quentin.
Yeah.
Our
That's
home away
great.
from home.
Yeah.
That's better. Man alive, do I schwitz in that.
Yes. What's that guy's name? Sean Williams?
He must be the one we
Vicini from Princess Bride.
does the carpet magic.
That's the sort of sound like that we had for this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Wallace Shawn.
that's it.
What did I say? Sean Wallace? Sean Williams? Oh, I apologize. Not that he would be listening, but
You never know.
Well, the toy mafia could offer, but what happened to the previous teddy bear?
he does have an inconceivable moment.
Choked on his own meatball sandwich back in '65.
Yes, good point. Should we run now?
Perhaps so.
That's such a Brendan joke. Good point. Yeah, good point.
Sam, I couldn't help but notice that a number of bloodthirsty gangsters are right on
This is
our
probably one of the few episodes that we actually have a
Yes.
tail. What's worse, they've got
choreographed driving scene.
from Crime Mart.
Which are always a nightmare to do. Too.
Yeah. They're
Didn't you do some of this animation
Yeah,
Jeff, for the mob?
I didn't do that, which would have been fun, but I did the idol of them kind of shooting out the windows, and
that gun thing is such a typical thing where somehow the gun tech didn't put it in or didn't get run or something, but we thought it was actually pretty cool for him to be driving with the gun in his hand, so we left it in.
we get the singing bearheads in this one, or?
I guess not.
Yeah, they're in the casino.
Oh, they're in this episode.
You're back. Inconceivable.
Yeah,
It is.
Did you get sued for that, or?
But again, like this environment is so complex and amazing. And,
It is.
And so I thought this episode was just gonna make people go crazy, but I don't know.
I mean, sparks. We have sparks in this episode from the machinery.
Oh yeah, that. Originally, we had Brendan had planned to have everyone sort of far away, and he would just sort of hypnotize them from far away. But the way that sometimes the cutscenes work out, characters have to be blocked a little closer together. So the putting the teddy bear in Sam's face, which is kind of an accident.
But it's funnier that way, I think.
And Brendan just said, like, this is actually funnier. Let's just
put
keep
away
it.
from his face.
I love the way he's like, look at it, look at the bear.
And if we couldn't make the teddy bears any creepier, they're without faces. It's just.
We wanted to make it so you could actually push buttons and change the pattern on the bears, and if their heads and their bodies would be different and all this different. Well, ran out of time. Right. Didn't happen.
Here's the Hamlet-esque.
Yeah, this came out really nice.
Speech.
Yeah. So how many pop culture references there?
Yeah.
That's great.
Video games, in which case heroes die a lot too. So good night, Fresh Prince.
It's like 4 references, I think.
I think there's...
Why am I so
I love Max's expression there.
Yeah.
It's just. I don't know if he's pretending to be dead or what. But.
I love that splat. And just.
Okay. Good job, slave.
We had a lot of trouble getting him to stay in his spot on the ground. I don't know why. He kept popping around.
You run the factory while I read the paper. Just get the Hypnobears sorted for delivery. You can take them around later.
Yes.
Every episode I have to look something up, and this.
My observation Fred Bassett has for us today.
And this one, it was Fred Bassett.
Who is Fred Bassett?
His factory to their respective needs.
I can't hear you. I'm dead.
He made a bunch of Kathy jokes too about the comics. I think those got cut.
I don't care if she is married. She's still spoken out. He was also reading Zazzle and Fib, which makes an appearance in episode 6. The comedy duo of Snake and Cat.
Snake and Cat. What an apt duo the Snake and Cat is.
We have characters running around a lot in this episode, so I took the cutscene run cycle or the cutscene running away and made it into a cycle.
Yeah, it got propagated quite a few places.
What that is?
Yeah,
it's still
that one right there. That's right there. And then doing it again.
Tim's big scene.
Yeah.
It was actually hand animated in slow motion too.
All right.
Right there,
I
that's
love that shot.
me and Jeff kind of figured out how to stretch things around and got some good stuff out of that.
Yeah, it turned out really nice.
He was the only innocent
Nicely.
in this whole affair, Sam. I mean, apart from the bystanders and their...
I love the dialogue in this part.
Maybe the commissioner will take us out
This
for
was-
a pungent meal at
How many frames was this one again?
This was
It was a lot.
Couple thousand.
this was also problematic because we didn't want the load in between the factory and this scene here, so we actually combined them together. There's a lot of geometry in here.
Did it end up being a huge mega chore, or were there 2 chores loaded up?
I think they're actually 2 different ones.
Right.
Destroyed. Commence Plan B.
Plan B.
Yeah, that was Jeff's little part.
Yeah.
And there's episode 3.